Today is finally the day I'm gonna ride my rescue horse for the first time. If you haven't already seen the video of the day I got her, and then the other video on the update when we were training her, make sure you check that out. I'm gonna try this new tack that I got on her from Tacktical. I thought it was really pretty. If you have seen my other videos and you already know that I have a trainer helping me with this, the horse is already trained, but since she's a rescue and since she came from people that I don't necessarily know, we're just gonna be extra cautious because it's a large animal and you always wanna be safe. And plus we've been taking the whole process slow because we don't wanna stress her out because she's been through a lot. But so far, Cinnabara, my horse, has been handling everything really well. She's been really sweet. And my trainer, Eva, the human, not the dog, because I also have a dog named Eva, is gonna be riding her first because she's the expert. And if everything goes well with that, I'll be getting on her today. Cinnabara was actually rescued from the kill pen, and the place that rescued her said that once they got her healthy again, because she was really sick, almost didn't make it, but they said that they did briefly use her for lessons before I ended up buying her. And apparently she did great with that, but it's always good to be careful. You like my helmet, Eva? See, this is Eva the dog. Eva the human's gonna be meeting us at the farm to help train the horse. Well, like I said, she's trained, but I guess you could say she's gonna be training me. Because I've actually taken lessons for years, but there was a long gap in between those years. So I'm going to consider myself a beginner again just because it's been so long. I'm very rusty. So I'm just trying to take all the steps to make sure that I do this right. Right for myself and right for the horse. She was pretty skinny when I first got her, but now that we have some weight on her and now that she's fully settled in at her new farm where I'm boarding her, because unfortunately where I live at the moment, I can't have a horse, but the goal is eventually to have her on my own land. But where I'm boarding her, she did settle in there really, really well. But like I said, I didn't want to rush it because she's been through a lot. So yeah, if I get on her today, if everything goes well like we're planning on and expecting, I will look very rusty. Like I said, I'm considering myself a beginner again. So don't judge. I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, oh, she's sitting wrong or she's doing this wrong. But again, this is the first time I've ridden in like over 10 years. And we all have to start somewhere because no one just magically became an expert overnight. So if anyone is brave enough to ever try something new or to relearn something again, that in itself is a win. So don't be afraid to try to do something new or to better yourself at something, even if it's going to be uncomfortable or challenging at first, because that's the only way you're going to get better at it. And don't be afraid to reach out to trainers or resources or whatever, depending on the situation, that's going to be able to help you. So I checked on all the animals for the morning. They're all doing good, so I'm going to head over to the farm now. Come here. Yeah, you can see she's definitely gained weight. She's doing a lot better. Now we just have to get her more into shape because she's a little clumsy because she's been out of work for so long. But she looks so much better. And she's really smart. She's catching on to everything really quickly. Now she's going to get treats so we can end it on a positive note. And because she was so good. Want another one? You're so good. You're free.
It's gotta see it.
I think they're scratching each other's backs.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Mutual grooming.
Oh, no.
So last week that Palomino kicked Cinnabara really hard when I was handling her and it was really scary. But now they seem to be best friends, and Miss Candy, who owns this place, told me that she hasn't seen any issues. And I have noticed that these two are like side by side, so that's good. And don't worry, that's a breakaway halter, so if it gets caught in anything, it'll come right off. Although I might take it off, actually. Because I know that like all animals are going to have a pecking order. And there's always going to be one that's more dominant than the other, and that's just how they communicate. But it was still scary because it was up close. Yep, I think they've become friends. There they go. All right, we're back at home now. Eva likes the way the horse smells, apparently. I think today went really well. The horse did great. You can tell she's very rusty because, like I said, she was in the kill pen, and prior to that, she was owned by an older lady that wasn't riding her much. Why she sold her, and then she sold her to a guy that actually ended up being a charlatan, and then he took her to the kill pen and tried to make a quick buck, and then luckily this organization pulled her from it. But she got really, really sick from being in the kill pen, lost a ton of weight, so she wasn't ridden for a while. So now she's getting back into it. She's really sweet. She was a little lazy, but fairly willing. She was catching on really quick, very, very smart. As you can see, I'm still very rusty. Like I said, it's been years, but I still had a lot of fun. I'm really glad I'm getting back into it. So follow along so you can see how the horse and I progress with each other. I'm going to continue lessons, of course. I'm just airing out this stuff right now because it got a little sweaty, although it was a really nice, cool, breezy morning. Everything went perfect, even the weather was perfect. It was difficult because since it's been so long for me, getting used to sitting on a horse and balancing on one again, and then trying to remember how to hold my hands on my elbows, my posture, my feet. Like, it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve getting back into the habit of making sure that I have all those things down at once while also controlling a horse that's moving. But like I said, it was a lot of fun. Eva's been really helpful. She's been teaching me a lot, so we're going to continue with that. And we'll keep practicing, and the horse and I will only get better from here. So don't forget to subscribe so you can see how we progress. Oh, and before we go, I also wanted to mention something about this Tacktical saddle. It's new, so obviously it's a little bit stiff in some spots, but it won't be hard to get that broken in. But it was really, really comfortable, and I love this seat. It was so comfortable, so I highly recommend this. So thanks for watching, and don't be afraid to go try something new yourself.